Welcome to aminacademy.com in astronomy regarding Earth-like planets. Here, Venus and Mars are Earth-like planets. Some introduction will do. Look at here. The Moon and Mercury are geologically dead. In contrast, the larger terrestrial planets Earth, Venus, and Mars are more active and interesting world. We have already discussed Earth and we now turn to Venus and Mars. There are the nearest planets and the most accessible to spacecraft. Not surprisingly, the greatest effort in planetary exploration has been devoted to the fascinating worlds. Now, the nearest planets, an overview we'll see. If you might expect from close neighbors, Mars and Venus are among the brightest objects in the night sky. The average distance of Mars from the Sun is 227 million kilometers, or about half again as far from the Sun as Earth. Venus' orbit is very nearly circular at a distance of 108 million kilometers from the Sun. Like Mercury, Venus sometimes appears as an evening star and sometimes as a morning star. Venus approaches Earth more closely than does any other planet, and its nearest it is only 40 million kilometers from us. The closest Mars ever gets to Earth is about 56 million kilometers. How it appears? Venus appears very bright, and even a small telescope reveals that it goes through the phases like the moon. Galileo discovered that Venus displays a full range of phases, and he used this as an argument to show that Venus must circle the Sun and not Earth. The planet's actual surface is not visible because it is shrouded by dense clouds that reflect about 70% of the sunlight that falls on them. Frustrating efforts to study the underlying surface even with cameras on orbit around the planet. In contrast, Mars is more tantalizing as seen from the telescope. The planet is distinctly red due, as we know, to the presence of iron oxides in its soil. This color may account for its attraction with war and blood in the legend of early cultures. The best resolution obtainable from the telescope on the ground is about 100 kilometers, or about the same as that we can see on the moon with the unaided eye. At this resolution, no hint of topographic structure can be detected. No mountains, no valleys, not even impact craters. On the other hand, bright polar ice caps can be seen easily, together with dusky surface markings that sometimes change in outline and intensity from season to season. For the few decades around the turn of the 20th century, some astronomers believed that they saw evidence of an intelligent civilization of Mars. The argument for a race of intelligent Martians, however, hinged on the reality of the canals, a matter that remained in serious dispute among astronomers. Now, we'll discuss further about near planets, Earth near planets, Venus and Mars. Venus and Mars are terrestrial planets like Earth, but they differ significantly in their characteristics. While they share some similarities, such as rocky surfaces and atmospheres, their unique features have led to vastly different evolutionary paths. Size and mass. Venus is nearly Earth size and mass, while Mars is significantly smaller. What about the atmosphere? Venus has a dense carbon dioxide rich atmosphere with a runaway greenhouse effect, making its surface extremely hot. Mars has a thin carbon dioxide rich atmosphere with low surface temperature. What about its surfaces? Venus' surface is characterized by shield volcanoes and rolling plains, while Mars features canyons, volcanoes, and evidence of past water. What about its rotation? Venus rotates retrograde that is opposite to Earth rotation. In rotation is opposite to Earth rotation, it's called retrograde rotation. While Mars has a similar rotation period to Earth. Magnetic field. Earth has a global magnetic field while neither Venus nor Mars has one. That means no magnetic field in Mars and Venus. Similarities. Its composition has a lot of similarities. All three planets are primarily rocky and metallic, classified as terrestrial planets. What about an atmosphere? They all have atmospheres, although their compositions or pressures differ greatly. Volcanoes. All three planets have evidence of volcanic activity on their surfaces. In a sense, Venus and Mars are Earth-like in that they are a rocky planet with atmosphere, but their unique environment have led to drastically different outcomes, making them quite distinct from Earth. In further videos, we'll discuss this detail about Mars and Venus. We have done. Please subscribe our YouTube channel.